Hey everybody, it's Blake. I am not Jay, but I am going to introduce this Jay segment for everybody. I've got Craig Phillips. He is one of our customer care technicians, and something we see quite a bit in the manufactured housing industry and from our facility is possible lino scratches, tears, damages to lino, and Brutus, nicknamed Brutus, is excellent at fixing those, and he's going to demonstrate today how we repair those. So I'm going to toss it over to Craig, and he's going to walk us through that process for our newsletter this month.
All right, hi, I'm Craig. I'm not even off my mask because I'm ugly. Some simple tools that you need that most of you probably have on your trucks. One that you might not have is this is actually a Formica roller, but it works just as well for doing linoleum. A utility knife, some tape, bond and seal, which is what is specifically made to repair linoleum from scratches, well, not scratches, but cuts and tears. And for some of you that like cutting straight lines, a small square thingy. I don't use one because I've been doing this a long time. So as you can see, I had a small piece of damage with linoleum. Most customers don't like that, so they send us out there to fix it. If you guys start doing this on a regular basis, what we will do is we will send you a scrap piece of linoleum, the color of the linoleum that's in the house. What a lot of people don't understand or realize about it is this linoleum that we use now repeats its pattern every 3 feet. So every 3 feet on this plank right here is going to be the same the next plank up. You'll have the exact same patterns. That's where cutting something in is very nice, having the exact pattern. What you do is you unroll the linoleum that we send you, find a pattern match, okay? We've got 6-inch planks, so of course you know it's going to be on a 6-inch plank. You see the difference between these two right here? You find the same pattern on this plank right here. We're about centered. Best way to do it is cut out a piece that's way too big, but keep your lines. Your grout lines is what they would prefer to call it. So that you can line it up with the grout lines on this one. As you can see, got the top one, both sides. Line it up that way on the top. Get both sides lined up. And that's where your tape will come in handy. Because if you try to do it without tape, it most likely won't match. Now, of course, one of the most important things is find out where your cut is at so that you put it back in the exact same spot. That's where one of these little wooden sticks come handy. I use them just as a marker. Get that side ready. Pick this back up, put you another one over here on the side, then tape it down. What is recommended, because it's the least conspicuous, is you make a triangle pattern. Sometimes that won't work because of the shape of the cut or the size of it, but most of the times it does. You want to make sure you use a really sharp knife because you're trying to cut through 2 layers of linoleum. This is going to be the repair. Now see this spot that I left? I did that so that you'll know exactly where the repair was made, but you won't be able to see any of the rest of it. Because I want you to know exactly where the rest of the repair is and where the rest of it isn't. Got to keep your corners cleaned out so the repair piece goes in nicely. Want to dry fit it. Most times your your repair is going to be a little bit bigger. But that's just fine because you want it to be in there nice and tight. All right, my fit's going to work. Now this is where the bonding seal comes in. As you can see, it looks like, I don't know what you want to call that looking like, but it's a glue. It's kind of disgusting looking, but it works.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise will work. You want to pick up on the linoleum that's on the floor because you want this bonding to go underneath. They tell you to use, the guys from the bond and seal company say, be generous with it. But if you get too generous, it'll be lumpy. And it'll look lumpy once you roll it out. That's something you don't want to do. So you don't want to use so much of it that it just squeezes out every way, but you want to use enough to make everything work. You fit your repair piece in, and that's when you get your roller out. I like using this roller right here because it spreads the glue out a whole lot better than the single one does. Now, this is what the water is for. The idea behind the bonding seal is the stuff that comes out around the edges actually bonds the sides back together. So you just take a little bit of water, clean any of the excess glue off. Now, if you didn't know the repair was there, would you be able to see if it wasn't for that right there? That's the object of doing repairs. You want the repair to be as invisible as possible. That's why you use the pattern match technique, which is what I call that.
We'll provide them with this bonding seal, right? We got some. We can send that.
We can send out. All you got to do is get a hold of Jay Shelton and ask for some, and he will send you some.
All right.
The rest of the stuff, if you don't have it, Lowe's sells this, Home Depot sells it, Tractor Supply sells it, Ace Hardware sells it. It's a linoleum, a Formica roller. You know, you can get these at any craft store. Just a popsicle stick.
Where do you get your popsicles?
No, because you don't want the sugar to get involved. You know, unless you use the opposite end, yeah, I guess you could, eat a bunch of popsicles and just carry them around with you.
Thanks, Brutus.